The process to identify the Blue Economy champion began late last year when we reached out to the industry to nominate their colleagues and peers. The caliber and number of nominations we received is testimony to the fact that many individuals are working above and beyond a narrow mandate to champion the growth of the industry and the development of talent within it. A list of 23 candidates moved through into the next round, which consisted of public voting. Once again, we were overwhelmed by this response. The voting attracted over 2,300 votes and helped us identify candidates for our top 10. But we did not rely on the public voting alone to ascertain the top 10. Our judges played an integral role in isolating those who showed a clear distinction above the others. Our judging panel consisted of Samantha Montes, maritime instructor at the Granger Bay Survival Centre, Nomsebe CBCC, global recruitment consultant for EQ8 Recruit, as well as Pumla Makabalu, strategic sourcing executive of AMSOL. Using a formula that took into account the number of nominations received by each candidate, the number of unique votes, the scoring by the judges, as well as points allocated for being placed in the top 10, the top 3 and the winner's position, it was clear which candidates had gravitated into the top 10.
So at AMSOL, we believe in the importance of celebrating success and recognizing those who go the extra mile to make things happen. Looking around the industry and noting the high number of nominations for these awards, it is clear that we are not in short supply of leaders, influencers, and those who are focused on promoting, developing, supporting, and moving our industry forward. They are the men and women who have stepped up to champion the industry, who look forward into the future, and who also make sure they bring others with them as they introduce innovation and new thinking, implement programs, and lead organizations. Some have been doing it for decades, others for a few years. All go about their business with determination and unwavering focus on their goals. In sponsoring these awards, AMSOL hopes that you will join us in ensuring that our maritime champions are recognized, celebrated, and encouraged to continue their good work. We congratulate all nominees and finalists for walking the talk and being a valuable asset to our industry, and we look forward to working with you and supporting your efforts for years to come. Our thanks today in particular to the judges, to Maritime Review, and to Colin for facilitating the nomination and judging process in this awards event.
Maritime economy was hungry for recognition. Yeah, the caliber of the nominees are exceptional. Definitely the criteria that we set out and we evaluated against, I think, was very fair. Looking forward to this being the first of many. Hopefully the future ones will be in person.
Yes, it was actually a very difficult task because I think all the people that were nominated actually have done so much to contribute to the maritime industry. Some candidates I actually didn't know, and when I went and then researched and saw that they're actually doing such a great contribution to the industry. So I think competitions like this are good because then it helps you know about what people are doing and also helps you to continue network, which is what we need in this industry.
And I think what we wanted to do as a magazine for this particular one was to keep it simple, but we will be doing this again, absolutely. The response has been amazing, and I just like to actually thank the industry for that. And I'm sure we all want to get to the top 3, so let's reveal those top 3 out of our top 10 in alphabetical order. The first of our top 3 is Lindani Mchunu. He immediately strikes one as someone who is willing to push his own boundaries and work towards success, not only for himself, but for others too. Told to prove that he was interested in becoming a sailor, he embarked on a course of action that would take him across many oceans, only to return to Cape Town where he became involved in the Royal Cape Yacht Club Sailing Academy. In this role, he introduced sailing to the disadvantaged communities, giving them a taste of the sea and what it can offer. Committed to the success of the initiative, he would often give up a Saturday and Sunday to expose youngsters to the ocean and aspects of the maritime industry with visits to companies where they could gain a deeper understanding of the sector. Lindani has helped change the face of sailing through his commitment to training and developing black sailors. His efforts have not gone unnoticed by the industry, and he has been asked to serve on the board of SABEX, was offered a role in a yacht brokerage, and now finds himself working with the Marine Division of the V&A Waterfront. A frequent speaker at maritime events, Lindani is eloquent and passionate about his commitment to the sailing sector, youth mentorship, and exhibits a commitment to whatever he becomes involved in. He is indeed an asset to the blue economy of South Africa. Our second finalist in the top 3 is Makosi Mbokazi. After noting and experiencing the decline of seafarer wellness for seafarers at sea, she launched a welfare platform to cater for their needs. Her career was officially launched in 2016 when she became a deck officer at SAMSA Special Projects in Cape Town. Since then, she has risen through the ranks working at Jasper Offshore, Maersk and Den Marine. She is now a Chief Officer Unlimited Masters for 500 gross tonnage shipping. She is also a trailblazer, having been the first female ship superintendent for AXO ADPA in the private sector in the industry. She has worked in several sectors in the industry, both ashore and on board, and is accredited as the only South African woman to sail as a chief officer in a foreign-going drill ship. In addition, she is the recipient of an award from Women Offshore in America for promoting the industry and supporting young seafarers while pursuing her own career. She also uses marine crew welfare to target and discuss issues facing the industry as a whole. She says, "My passion is to help people, and I use my experience and knowledge to help and mentor those who are new in the industry and who come from disadvantaged backgrounds in Africa like me." She was also named in the Emerging Influential Younger Woman in Africa for Maritime Logistics, Oil and Gas. It is clear that Makosi is a passionate individual that responds to the needs of her fellow seafarers. She does not just sit back and watch her situation become worse, but actively engages to find solutions and help others along their career paths. And finally, rounding out our list of top 3 is Prashin Maharaj. Prashin is the CEO of Sandock Austral and has demonstrated his ability to get to the core of issues facing the maritime engineering sector over many years. He is extremely active on social media platforms where he is not afraid to tackle contentious issues. Prashin is a prolific public speaker and has represented his country, the industry, and his own company in a number of international and local symposia and conferences. A thought leader within the industry, Prashin has been instrumental in re-establishing shipbuilding as a viable sector of the blue economy. He has refused to accept the status quo and has been a constructive critic of TNPA's weaknesses, but has also applauded SOEs when they get it right. He is known as a conscious capitalist and is a firm believer that business should contribute to the greater good of society. He sits on the board of the Durban Chamber of Commerce, the eThekwini Maritime Cluster, and the Aerospace Marine Defence Industry Body, willingly giving up his time to further the country's marine engineering space. He champions the notion of collaboration, policy alignment, and technology for the growth of the industry. He has proven that he is willing to roll up his sleeves and do more than is required for the industry and not just his company. Well, I guess that all that remains is to announce the overall winner of the Blue Economy Champion Award for 2021-2022. And our winner is... Prasheen Maharaj, CEO of Sandock Austral. Congratulations, Prasheen, and well done on becoming our first ever Blue Economy champion.
Wow, excited, shocked. I mean, if you look at let alone the top 10 finalists, if you look at the top 23, everyone, I know most of them personally, and I've walked such an amazing and long journey with a lot of them, and everyone there was well deserving of being a winner. Yeah, but thank you so much. One of the things you may have researched about me is the value system that I embody in my company, and it is encapsulated within that acronym SPEAR. It's for safety, perseverance, excellent achievement, and reward. And for me, no other industry epitomizes those values more than the maritime industry. And in terms of the global thing, in terms of global competitiveness, one cannot be anything less than excellent in order to be a formidable competitor and a successful competitor in the global arena. So for me, two things come out of the value system is perseverance and important, as a lot of the other finalists say, is you've got to lift as you rise, because we need to build a big maritime economy, and as you rise, bring as many other people as possible along, and really inspire other people to join this very, very exciting and rewarding industry. Thank you to the sponsors and for all the people that nominated me and voted for me. I'm so grateful, and I hope that I can live up to this title of Blue Economy Champion. But now the bar is set very high. We have to do more to be worthy of this title.